Good morning. Assessment Appeal Board number 2 is hereby called to order. Will the clerk please do roll call?
Board Member Ferris.
Present.
Board Member Little.
Present.
And Board Member Hess is absent, and Board Member Sisk is absent, but expected to appear here shortly. All right, that completes the roll call.
All right. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. Just those of you that will have to, those of you that will be talking to the board today need to remain standing. You can, please raise your right arm. I'll now place you under oath. When I complete raising your oath, say I do. You and each of you do solemnly affirm that the testimony you're about to give in the matters now pending before this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may now be seated.
Okay, we'll do the agenda review.
Yes, agenda review for February 11th, 2019. The agenda review consists of the following items. Let's start with item 21. And lost my place. There we go. Item 21, application number 17-11398, applicant VW Properties, LLC, continue to March 25th, 2019, pending receipt of original stipulation. Item numbers 23, okay, this one's going to get a little bit confusing. Items 23 and 31, application numbers 17-11432 and 17-11440, applicant Crimson California Pipeline LP, continue to March 25th, 2019 for processing of the original stipulations. And then items 22, 24 through 30, 32 through 37, application number 17-11431, 17-11433 through 17-11439, and 17-11441 through 17-11446, removed from the agenda due to submission of a withdrawal. And then item numbers, and this isn't quite right noted on your agenda review, but items 38 and 40 through 41, application numbers 18-11246 and 18-11248 through 11249, Crimson California Pipeline LP, removed from the agenda due to submission of withdrawal. So in that whole range we just read, we still have item 39 active for application number 18-11247 that we'll come back to. All right, so that's that range. And now to item 42, application number 18-10402, applicant Ashley Construction Incorporated, applicant Tiffany Scataglia, continue to March 25th, 2019, pending receipt of original stipulation. Item number 43, application number 18-10403, applicant Romeo Naturas, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 44, application number 18-10409, applicant Helen Greenlinger, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 46, application number 18-10459, applicant Julie Corelli, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 47, application number 18-10476, applicant Marwood M. and Mary R. Stout Trust, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 49, application number 18-10508, applicant David Hagelo, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 50, application number 18-10522, Stephen DeSea, continue to March 25th, 2019, pending receipt of original stipulation. Item number 51, application number 18-10523, applicant Stephen DeSea, continue to March 25th, 2019, pending receipt of original stipulation. Item number 52,
52, application number 1810527, applicant Howard and Rebecca Copel, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 53, application number 1810528, applicant Mariel McGann, continued to March 25th, 2019, pending receipt of original stipulation. Item number 55, application number 1810546, applicant Kevin H. Kipnis and Betsy C. Martin, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 57, application number 1810553, David and Jennifer Mojo, continue to March 25th, 2019, pending receipt of original stipulation. Item number 59, application number 1810608, applicant Kenneth Olson, continue to March 25th, 2019, pending receipt of original stipulation. Item number 61, application number 1810695, applicant Thomas Phillips, denied due to lack of appearance. Flipping the page over, item 62, application number 1810699, applicant Gregory W. and Heather O. Malk Trust, denied due to lack of appearance. Then I'm going to add item 63, application number 1810710, Tom and Joan Fragahar, continue to March 25th, 2019, pending receipt of original stipulation. That completes the agenda review. Clerk of the board recommends approval as read.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. And please place your votes. Thank you.
Okay, that completes the agenda review. Are there any public comments other than cases we'll be hearing today?
I do not believe there are any things not related to the matters on the schedule today.
Okay. Any board comments? None. Hearing none.
Okay.
We'll then move to, I believe it's the, can we jump to the hearing officers?
I think we're okay to start getting a status of everything. We have enough people to continue cases and to move forward. And by the time we actually have hearings, we'll have 3 board members here. So
Okay.
we're fine to just go through the regular agenda, starting with item number 8.
Okay, great.
So item number 8 is for application number 1710837, applicant Macy's West Incorporated. This is a request for approval of a large reduction stipulation agreement. This was emailed to your board on Friday and is available in the packet in front of you if you need to see it. It is a reduction over $5 million, so it is on your board's regular agenda. Should there be any questions of the assessor on why or how this large reduction was reached, and if there are no questions, your board is free to take action to approve the stipulation.
I received it via email.
I reviewed it.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I second.
All right, please vote. One more vote, please. Is it freezing up?
Not looking.
I tapped it. All righty. There we go. Yes, okay.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. And item 9, application 1710838 for Macy's California Incorporated. Same situation. This is a large reduction over $5 million. On your agenda, should you have any questions, and recommended action is to approve.
Yes, again, I received via email. You as well?
Reviewed.
Do I have a motion to approve the stipulation? I second.
All right, please vote. Thank you. And item 10, application number 1710874, Halaling California Properties Incorporated. This is the similar situation and last of these. It's a larger reduction stipulation over $5 million. On your agenda was distributed to the board by email last Friday, and recommend action is to approve.
Once again, received via email, reviewed. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I second.
All right.
Okay.
Call it, or you want me to?
Oh, okay. Item number 11, application 1710897, Carmike Cinemas Incorporated. At this point, we're just going to go through the agenda, and if you would let us know if we're going forward today, if you're prepared to go forward.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Michael LeBeau, Bewley, Lastlaben, and Miller for the applicant Carmike Cinemas Incorporated. I've provided a copy of the appraisal to the assessor's representative and to the assessor's appraiser. I would like to allow them more time to review it and requesting a continuance at this time to permit that review. I believe we can probably reach an amicable solution on this particular appeal.
Okay, and to the assessor's office.
Good morning, Brooke Hill representing the assessor's office. The assessor is fine with a continuance. We did receive a significant amount of information from Mr. LeBeau this morning. We haven't had a chance to review it, so we're not sure if it meets all of the requested data that we had asked for. So we would ask that the board require that the data be provided within 30 days of today in the event that some of our request was not addressed in what he provided today. But otherwise, we're fine with the continuance.
Do we have a date in mind?
So we have two dates available. Preferred date would be March 25th, 2019. We also have May 6th, 2019 available. I would note on May 6th is when we have the 2018 application for this property also scheduled. So I don't know if the parties view that as a benefit or a conflict, but
The applicant would appreciate May 6th, excuse me.
May 6th. And does the assessor have any problem with that?
The assessor would prefer May 6th as well.
So the request is to continue to May 6th with the request that the applicant provide the assessor any remaining data within the next 30 days.
Do you have a motion to that effect?
So moved.
I'll second. And thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, members of the board, and thank you to the assessor's office.
Oh, Mr. LeBeau, did we need to address the confidentiality issue now? Since you're here? Or Mr. Vlahakis, is that something you were hoping to address with the board?
Reschedule? Thank you. We've, this morning, and we received a request to close the testimony, or close the hearing for a 4-minute period when this returns for a trade secret. The clerk of the board has not had a chance to consult with counsel on if this meets all the check boxes or not. I don't know if the assessors had time to review it beforehand or not. I guess I would say maybe between now and the continuance, the new hearing, we'll have county counsel for the board look into this, and if there's any question, we can follow up with the applicant. I haven't had the pleasure to review this in advance to see if it would be something that the board would say yes to or no to, so.
If I could provide some clarification, I did put 4 minutes down. I don't expect it to even go 1 minute. It's more to seal one page of one exhibit and the lease of the subject property, which by its own terms is required to be kept confidential. So that's the reason for the request. It's just one page of the appraisal exhibit and the actual lease itself. And it would be, I'd be able to address the topics in both documents without saying it verbally, so that the audio recording and anybody in the audience would be permitted to stay. I like to keep hearings as open as possible
I understand.
and very narrowly focus my request.
Yeah, I think it'd be best, now that we have the request in writing, I think maybe we can examine it before the next hearing, and if there's any issue, or question that needs verified, we can probably get back to you before the.
I'd be happy to provide the clerk whatever the clerk needs.
Okay,
And the assessor's office.
okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Actually, while you're up here, Chair, if we could jump to item 39, which is the one,
23 and 31 and 39?
yeah, so you, during the agenda review, sorry, let me call it out. Item 39, application number 1811247 for Crimson California Pipeline LP. So all of your other applications have either been withdrawn or stipulated. This application was the one, it's for the same parcel that you stipulated on, but it's the duplicate. That was not included in the list that you provided today. So is it your intention to withdraw that last remaining case?
And can you repeat the application number, please?
1811247.
I have 1811247 as being the one for which the stipulation was pending. Was it a different one?
Correct. This was the application, so 11247 is the application where both you and another tax
Yes.
agent, so the stipulation is on the other application that the tax agent, other tax agent filed that we had a change out for, and this is your duplicative application where nothing was,
And the other application is not on today's agenda?
no, it's not scheduled for months down the line, so,
Applicant would withdraw item number 39, application 1811247.
all right, that's so noted for the record.
So noted.
And does the board wish to take an action to accept his withdrawal?
It's not necessary, but
Correct.
it's so noted for the record by the board.
Thank you.
Thank you, you're all set for today.
And the stipulations were acted on earlier?
They were, because we didn't receive the originals before today, they haven't gone through the legal review process.
So they were postponed?
Right, so the board's next hearing, which is March 4th, they'll be approved.
And that was application 1711432 and 1711440,
Correct, and then another 2018 application that,
not on the agenda.
not on the agenda.
Thank you,
We
Madam
have
Chair.
those, and they'll be approved at the next hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Thank you to the Assessor's Office and to the board members.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Right. So getting back on track, that takes us to item 12.
Right. Application 1710905, Air 7 LLC. Good morning.
Good morning. Vicky Baladian on behalf of the applicant, Air 7. We're ready to move forward today.
Okay, and about how long do you think your presentation will take?
It could be like 2 hours.
2 hours? Okay. And to the assessor, are you prepared?
The assessor is prepared to move forward on the situs issue only, and we would anticipate our presentation it could be 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay. Is the applicant aware that it's on the situs alone?
That's perfectly fine.
All right. Okay, so I'll go through the rest of the agenda. We'll see if there's any short ones that we can take care of very quickly. We'll do so and get back to you.
Sounds good. My estimate actually included the assessor's argument as well.
Oh, okay,
I wrapped it all up into 2.
perfect. Okay, thank you.
And board, sorry, I was distracted. For the record, I'll just note findings of fact have been requested and paid for by the applicant.
Okay, so noted.
Thank you.
And we are waiting on our county council representative to do the findings of fact. She is okay with, she's in court, so she's okay with reviewing the tapes and joining us when she is available.
Correct, and it shouldn't be much longer.
Okay, hopefully by the time we get through the agenda, we'll hear something. All right. Items 13 through 20, applications 17-11196 through 17-11203.
If you, Mr. Ben Shoshman, if you can come forward to the podium.
Good morning.
Good morning. At this point, we just want to verify that you're here, you're ready to go, if the assessor's ready to go, and about how long it'll take. So identify yourself for the record first.
Good morning. My name is Aviram Ben Shushan.
Okay, good morning. And are you prepared to go forward today?
Yeah, pretty much.
And is the
I'm ready.
assessor prepared?
Good morning. The assessor is not prepared to move forward. It was our understanding that the applicant was here today to request to amend his application to include a prospective base year value appeal.
You're saying you're prepared to ask for the correction to your application today, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, and so you want to appeal the base value of your property for the May 2015 transfer, is that correct?
Yes, because when I got off the phone with the assessor this week, I didn't know that basically the value that they gave to the property was over $1.2 million something, and I didn't even know that. So when I purchased the property, the value, including the remodeling, is about $600,000. So I want to go. I didn't even know because I was busy with work. So I basically want them to go off the purchase price, and they already agreed to lower it to 7 something, but we got stuck there pretty much. So, and it's expensive. The taxes. I just left the tax office. I just paid like $8,000 here, and $8,000 before. So it's almost $16,000. Doesn't make sense at this point. That's what I wanted to go off the purchase price.
Okay, and the sale date was
May 29, and I have the copy here from
19,
Of 2015.
2015.
Right, so based on what the applicant is requesting, your board would need to approve amendment of all these applications in section 6 to check box B2 for the May 29th, 2015 transfer date. So that would be the requested action first of your board, is to approve the amendment, section 6, to add box 6B2 for 5/29/2015.
is there any objection by the assessor's office?
The assessor has no objection to the amendment. However, the applicant has indicated that he received an appraisal for the date of transfer, and there's cost data that we're requesting. So we would ask that the board put a proviso in that all of the data we've requested be provided within 30 days of today.
But do I have to provide them appraisal? This was for the purpose of the refinance. I gave him everything I needed. They requested, appraiser still requested the remodeling cost and everything. I give them everything. Basically, the proposition 13 says that you can go off the purchase price.
Right, but in order to establish value, any evidence that you have is always good to bring forward to show your opinion.
No, I will, whatever they need, no problem, yeah.
Okay.
So at this time, we just need the board first to take action on the amendment request, if that's approved or denied.
So do I have a motion to approve the amendment to include the base year value?
Yes, so moved.
I will second.
Okay, so if the board can vote on that. And now, continuance at a minimum of 45 days is required. Our March 25th date is just 2 days short of meeting that 45 days. I think it's 43 days. So if all the parties agree to that, or we have May 6th if the parties do not agree to that 42-day extension. So March 25th or May 6th.
March 25th, I'm okay with that if it works for appraisal.
I think the assessor would would prefer May 6th, just to make sure we have enough time to resolve the data request that
It's
we.
not gonna be too short for the 4 years to pass, because you have to have 4 years.
That's a
Of the
good
day of purchase.
question. I did not, in general, it would not be until September 2019 that the, okay, wait, we're getting something confused. 4 years is your ability to challenge the base value. You've just done that today, so you're okay on that 4-year window. The 2-year window, we have until September of 2019 to resolve your appeal. So going to May, you're also within that time period.
Okay, whatever works for you guys, doesn't matter for me.
So May 6th.
May 6th, and if I could clarify for the applicant's benefit, this is a prospective base year value appeal, beginning with the 2017? Beginning with the 2017 year, correct?
Correct. As I explained to the applicant, I believe in our pre-conversations, that any relief you receive will be looking at your purchase date, but you only receive tax refunds for the 2017 year and forward. So you won't get any change to the 2015 or 2016 tax bills. it'll be 2017 forward, but they'll still be looking at your day of purchase to value the property.
Yeah, just to make it permanent, like, okay. sounds
Exactly,
good. No problem.
exactly.
It is what it is. Thank you so much.
Okay, do I have a motion to continue to May 6th with the proviso that any additional information that the assessor may need and/or the appraisal be provided to her within 30 days?
No problem. Thank you so much.
I second. Thank you.
Thank you for the board. Thank you for the assessment.
Please vote. All right. That takes us to, I think we're on number 45 now.
Yes. Bless you. All right, application 18-10448. Please state your name for the record.
Good morning. Excuse me. Deirdre Weschler.
Joseph Weschler.
Good morning. Are you prepared to go forward today to hearing?
I think so.
Okay, we'll check with
I'm not sure. I'm a little new to this. But our case is very similar to the case that we just heard. We have a property that we paid $190 for, and it's being assessed at $530. And so very similar thing that we'd like to
We want to go back to the purchase.
go back to the purchase price.
Okay, and the date of purchase?
Well, the property was quit claim deed to us on November 10th, 2015.
Okay,
Yeah, to clarify, this application is already covered for a base value relief. For whatever reason, our record shows the official date of the change in ownership was November 12th, 2015. That's what's on the application. If there's a dispute on that, that can be clarified during the hearing. But this application is set up to review that issue. If the, and you brought 6 copies of all your evidence with you today?
No, we did not.
Okay. Do you have a lot of stuff you'd have to make copies of before you'd be ready to move forward, or?
I didn't realize that we had to have 6 copies, so I have my stuff and,
okay, hang on, I think the assessor has a question.
yes.
Well, a comment. The assessor is prepared to move forward on this case. We prepared a simple case. However, I have to point out that we haven't actually received any data from the applicant. It may be in both parties' best interest for you to provide whatever data you have to our appraiser. It's Mr. Denham here in the back. And perhaps you could work this out outside of the hearing.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay, we'll trail this to allow you some time to meet with the assessor.
Okay,
And
so I'll ask him.
I'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so don't, after you're done talking with him, don't leave. We'll have to come back and either continue your case to a new date, or if everyone decides you're ready, we'll give you time to make copies and
And do that. Okay, thank you
don't
very
leave
much.
without checking in with us.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, so we'll trail 45. Takes us to item 48.
So for item 48, this was, as you see there, it's noted no confirmation of appearance. This was originally going to be on our agenda review. I did receive a call from the applicant this morning. They believe they sent in a request to reschedule back in December. I had a quick conversation before the hearing this morning with the applicant. We had nothing on file. She did go ahead and fax it over to me. What date did she sign this? Originally signed December 2nd, 2018, request to reschedule the hearing. Without me really having time this morning to dig into what happened, my recommendation would be that you grant the applicant's request to postpone to May 6th. That is what the applicant requested, out of abundance of caution. Since they did reach out this morning and provided me a copy of what they believe they sent into December, I would recommend we grant the postponement to May 6th. And by doing as a postponement, if there's any issue, the assessor will still have their right to postpone if needed.
Okay, just to the assessor, has there been any communication with the applicant?
No, I'm looking at my notes here, and there's been no response from the applicant. It doesn't look like we've heard from them.
Okay. Perhaps what we might do is, if we grant the continuance, to put on a 30-day proviso that they provide any information that the assessor's office may need, just so we don't schedule the hearing, have the applicant appear, and then have to reschedule.
That would be helpful and very much appreciated, yes.
Okay. All right. Do I have a motion to continue to May 6th with the proviso that the applicant provide the assessor with any requested documentation?
So moved.
And I second.
All right. Please vote. Thank you.
Okay. Got it? All right. Item 54, application 18-10538.
This applicant, there was a language barrier, but a translator with the clerk of the board's office did reach out to him last week. And he had indicated to the clerk of the board's office that he would be present this morning to provide documentation to the assessor's office before 8:30. No one has heard from him, I believe. So recommended action at this time would be to deny due to lack of appearance. We did go beyond what's normal to ensure that he knew he had to be present here today, and he's not, so.
Okay. Do I have a motion to deny for lack of appearance?
So moved.
I second.
There we go.
Please vote. Thank you.
How would you like to handle the chair position? Would you like to change or continue? Mr. Sisk has just arrived. Good morning. Thank you for,
I'd say we only have 2 items left in our run-through, so maybe if we finish those real quick and then take a recess?
okay, great. Okay,
And I will note for the record that Mr. Siska is now present.
great, thank you. Item 56, application 18-10552. No confirmation of appearance.
Yeah, this applicant did call last week, and that's why she got removed from the agenda review. I believe you are requesting a reschedule of the hearing, is that correct?
Yes, good morning, yes.
Good morning. Would you identify yourself for the record?
Deborah Andrade?
Okay. And you want to do a continuance?
Yes.
Okay, to the assessor's office? Any objection, or have you received all the materials?
No objection. There was no confirmation of appearance, so I don't believe we've had any contact with this applicant yet. We would request that the board add a proviso that the data be provided within 30 days.
All righty. And we have those 2 dates available. It's looking like May might be stacking up pretty heavy. What is your recommendation?
March is fine, the March date is fine.
March 25th
Yes.
to the assessor?
March 25th is fine with the proviso. And also, if the applicant could speak to Mr. Denham, I believe he's out.
I did reach out on Friday, I sent him an email, but they said he was off every Friday, so I did send an
Perfect.
email.
Perhaps before you leave today, you could, I think he has a blue shirt on.
Okay,
If you could just meet with him
Okay.
and touch base, that'd be great.
will do.
A lot of times when you do meet with the assessor's office, you work out a stipulation, then you don't
Yeah,
have.
I've done that in the past, so yeah.
Okay, very good. All right. Do I have a motion to continue to March 25th with the proviso that the applicant will provide any documentation that the assessor needs within 30 days?
So moved.
I second.
That's right, you're now.
Jump the gun.
And please vote. I don't think your vote's going to work. You're not objecting to it, are you? Okay.
Yeah, it's still.
I'll fix you in a minute. Okay.
Okay, so we're set up for March 25th.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to the assessor. All right. Item 58, application 18-10592.
Shoot, I don't know if it's been distributed to your board yet.
This is continued to 325 Penny.
We got an original stipulation. Yeah, if you guys want to pass this.
Oh, very good.
really quick. We received a original stipulation on this, and therefore we are now recommending your board approve the stipulation.
Okay. We've all reviewed. To have a motion to approve the stipulated value.
So moved.
I second.
Hearing no objection.
Vote. Thank you.
Okay, motion carried. All right, item 60, application 1810651. Spencer and Tracy Weinerman. Good morning.
Good morning, it's Spencer Weinerman.
Say your name again.
Spencer Weinerman?
Got it, okay. And are we prepared to go forward today?
No, we're not. We're going to ask for a continuance. We've been sharing some information with Rick and the appraiser, and hopefully we can just come to a resolution with a little more time.
To the assessor?
The assessor has no objection to a continuance. Mr. Weinerman did provide an appraisal last week. I believe there is some data we're still looking for. One of those data pieces is the well costs or quotes for that. And there may be other things, but we would request that the board add a proviso to any continuance.
Okay. And is there a date that's preferable?
I think the sooner date would be, the March 25th, if that would be okay.
I think we would prefer May 6th on this one because there is outstanding data that would be impactful to our case. So we want to make sure we have plenty of time to review that. And hopefully we can come to an agreement before the hearing, but I think we would prefer more time to hear it if possible.
Is the agreement not ratified until the hearing date?
If you settle, if you settle, it goes to the next hearing date available. So you don't have to wait wait till May. If you do settle, it'll be approved.
Settled before the March 25th, you guys would just approve it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So May 6th is okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. To have a motion to continue to May 6th with the proviso that any additional information that the assessor may need be supplied within 30 days.
So moved.
I second.
Okay. Thank you.
Please vote.
Thank you. And did you speak to Mr. Denham this morning? I did, yes. Okay, perfect.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So if we can take a 5-minute-ish recess, and we'll get some things cleaned up and chair switched over and
Okay,
all that. Is that all right?
you got it.
All right.
5-minute recess.
All right, we're back on the record. We're going to visit item 45 first. Application 18-10448.
Good morning, Deirdre Weschler.
Right. Joseph Weschler. All right, thank you. And I believe we are going to postpone this?
Correct.
Do we have a
Ask
date?
continuance.
Yeah, so we have available March 25th or May 6th. Do you have a preference?
No.
Does the assessor's office have any comments or preference on date?
I'm not sure what you spoke to Mr. Denham.
He asked for us to do a continuance, and then
Did he ask you for any data?
that's what we're,
Any cost data or things like
Yes.
that? Okay. Probably May 6th would be better, just so we have enough time to get the data to.
Okay, we want to proviso that they provide all the data within 30 days?
That would be fantastic. Thank you.
All right, looking for a motion to postpone to May 6th with the proviso that all the data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days.
So moved.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
And please vote on that. Hopefully everyone's touch screen should work now.
Yeah, mine works.
Yep, thank you. All right, and then if we could just jump to the administrative matters, starting with item 64.
So we need to receive and file the findings of fact? Is that correct?
correct. These are findings of fact for your board that have been issued since your last hearing. You've reviewed and approved all of them by email over the past several months, and we're just asking you to receive and file them for the official record.
Okay.
So we're looking for a motion to receive.
Looking for motion to receive and file.
So moved.
Thank you.
All right, and please vote.
You stinker. Old-fashioned way.
Thank you. Then we have item 69. This is the hearing officer's decisions from the January 29th hearing officer meeting, requesting the board receive and file.
Looking for motion to receive and file.
So moved.
Thank you.
All right, and please vote. Thank you. And then we have item 108, which is the stipulation agreements. These were all provided to your board by email last Friday. They're standard stipulations. Recommend action is to approve.
Looking for motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Was that a motion by Little, second by Ferris?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Please vote.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so all our agenda has been cleared except for item 12.
Application 17-10905, Air 7 LLC.
This is an aircraft identified as tail number N575PK, assessor's unsecured account number 001. The hearing has been bifurcated into two parts. Today, you will only be hearing issues related to the taxable status of the aircraft and if it is taxable in Ventura County or not. The parties have agreed to hear the valuation of the aircraft at a later date. That is because if your board determines it is accessible in Ventura County, then we'll have to come back for valuation. If the board determines it is not accessible, then there will be no value for the board to determine, and we won't need that second hearing to determine the value of the aircraft. So that is what we are here to do today. The applicant has already passed out their exhibit to you, which is a large binder, and they pre-marked them, exhibits 1 through 30. So for the record, applicant's exhibits 1 through 30 have been submitted. And just in case I didn't keep everyone aware, findings of fact have been requested and paid for by the applicant. And we are all set. If your board can ask either party for an overview or ask the applicant to begin their case.
Who has the burden of proof?
It's my understanding that the applicant has, and since they've submitted their case already, I'm assuming you're agreeing you have the burden of proof? Okay.
If I could I make a comment before we get started here?
Sure.
The assessor requested all of the documentation to be provided in advance of the hearing under Section 441D of the Revenue and Taxation Code. We've been given their packet here today, and we've noted significant amounts of information that were not provided to us in advance of the hearing. If they were to present this at the hearing, we would be entitled to a continuance under 441H because they're introducing evidence that had been requested prior. It might be in everybody's best interest if we go ahead and continue it now, so we have a chance to review this new documentation that they're providing us.
Thank you. Okay. Any comments from the applicants?
Yeah, I think, Gregory Broge, for the record, of Agilot Poly, Abe, and Matarisi. We'd object to the continuance request. 441H only allows a continuance if we introduce evidence that was requested in a 441D request. I don't believe anything that we're introducing was actually specifically requested. Some of it was, and they've already got copies of that, but some of the other documents was not specifically requested, and therefore there is no grant continuance right under 441H. It's very specific in the code. It's only information that was requested.
Okay. Assessor's Office, any other comments, or should we ask council?
If you could give me just 1 second. So the assessor's 441D request, we did specifically request all information relevant to this appeal. We requested any information supporting their analysis, any information that they intended to present or produce at an assessment appeal board hearing. We've noted in here that there are significant amounts of data that they did not provide in connection to that request. When we make our 441D request, we don't always know what the relevant data is. So we don't always list out specifically, we don't know what their case is going to be, right? So we need to ask them what they feel is relevant. Sometimes we will add specific relevant requests that we know we want, but either way, we need the chance to review the documentation prior to the hearing. And that's why 441H is there, to allow the assessor to have that opportunity.
If I may, we provided everything, all this information in the binder. We have provided that to Efrain. I provided the hangar space lease agreement. I told him that the aircraft was sold to a new non-California buyer. I provided him with that information too. The only item that was different is the one that I got on Friday morning from the client, and it was too late to put it in the exhibit binder, and that's the listing agreement. That's the only thing that Efrain did not have. And I told you, as I told Christopher Horn outside, that is just something we're stating in the facts. We're not actually arguing. Our case is business inventory exemption. In this case, it just stated in the facts, we're arguing situs.
It's also only a 2-page document. We don't mind having the assessor take some time to review it. Just to clarify, 441D does not let the assessor get at every single thing the applicant has. For example, an appraisal performed for a valuation case you cannot get at that under 441D. There's other methods of getting that in exchange of information under different code sections. That being said, I think everything was supplied other than that 2-page thing. A lot of the exhibits in here are just code sections and cases.
Right.
That's not something that we'd have to provide. That's just the law.
So I've only had a brief second to look at the documentation provided. Another piece of evidence that we noted was not provided prior were the 2017 flight logs for this aircraft. It's my understanding we had a portion of the 2016 logs, but they were incomplete in comparison to what were being presented today.
I provided those to Efrain to show him that the aircraft never entered California.
If it could be of some assistance to the board, Jacqueline Smith, Assistant County Counsel, I advise the assessor's office, and even if this listing agreement is the only piece of new information, if the applicant feels that it's relevant to their case, then clearly it's something that fell within the assessor's request. And the assessor is entitled to the opportunity to review the agreement and the impact that it would have on its case. And if this is a relevant document, which the applicant clearly believes that it is because it's bringing the document to the board today, then it may have an impact on the assessor's evaluation. And it's worthwhile to take the time to review the agreement and make that determination, which could require review of tax law. So I think when the applicant is bringing the new information to the table and is representing that that document is relevant to the analysis here and to the board's calculation, the assessor is entitled, and it's worth the board's time to provide that time to see if it alters the analysis. Moreover, the flight logs that are presented to the board today are more complete than what the assessor had before, and that's clearly information that all of the parties understood to fall within the assessor's request for documents. So for both of those reasons, I think it's worth the board's time to continue the hearing as a matter of completeness.
Mr. Chairman, if you wouldn't mind, maybe a short 15, 30-minute break where both sides could chat to see kind of where we are and what the issues are kind of off the record. And maybe we could come back and better advise the board if the assessor is okay with that.
Council, any comments?
I think it's worthwhile.
Microphone?
I think it's worthwhile to let the parties speak and then hear. I think that it's important for the board's analysis to know what information is new. And that, so I think that letting them talk and coming back would be helpful.
Okay. A 15-minute recess?
That's fine.
Will that
Thank
work?
you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bill, I can only use it on this leg, and
All right, I believe we are back on record.
you know, what I paid out of it.
And I'll just recap. The parties have indicated to the clerk of the board that they are going to mutually agree to continue the hearing to June 6th, 2019. June 3rd, sorry, I got the month and the day confused. June 3rd, 2019, with a proviso that the assessor provide the applicant with requested information at least 30 days prior to the hearing. And I believe if the assessor has any additional requests for information, that the applicant will provide the assessor with that at least 30 days before the hearing. Did I recap that correctly?
Yes.
Okay. So, if the board wants to make a motion to approve that action,
So moved?
Second.
Thank you.
all right, please vote. All right, that item's rescheduled and we are done.
All right, we are all set. Thank you. Court is adjourned.